What's up, everyone? Good morning. This is Maria Malik, your corporate speaking coach. We are going to get started in just a second. How are you guys all doing today? I'm just pulling up my LinkedIn to make sure everything is working fine before I continue and do an entire live and realize that no one's actually able to hear me or see me. So we'll start in just a minute. This does have a little bit of a lag for some reason, but just want to say hi to everyone. If you can let me know in the chat box, please, if you can hear me, if you can see me, that would be great. Because as of right now, I don't know if this live is working well or not, but let's give it a second. All right. Hi, Alex. How are you today? I'm going to give everyone just a minute to join before we start on today's topic, which is 5 ways to excel at public speaking as a software engineer. Hi, Bilal. Hi, Amber. Hi, Ramzan. And who else do we have? Happy Monday. Hi, guys. Hey, Jason. Mustafa. What's up? Akash. Good evening. All right, you guys. Glad that you guys can hear me, and I'm so glad that you can see me. So we're going to have an amazing live today. But before we continue, can you guys please tell me where you are from? Are you from Canada, the US, somewhere else in the world? Let me know where you're from. I always love to kind of see where my lives are taking me. So let me know where you're from. I live in California. I am Canadian, but I moved here almost 6 years ago. So where are you guys from? Let's give you guys a second. Okay, we have somebody from Egypt, South Africa, Toronto, Dallas, Saudi, US, Canada, LA, Canada. Oh my gosh, I was just in Canada a few weeks ago. I missed it so much. UK, UAE. All right, great. You guys, awesome. If one of you guys can also let me know how many people are watching right now, because I don't know why I don't see that anymore. That would be great. But let me do a quick introduction for anyone that doesn't know who I am. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Malik. I am a corporate speaking coach. I help introverts overcome their fear of public speaking. I help them give great presentations, and I help them really excel at impromptu speaking. So those times when you're just not ready, you're put on the spot, what are you going to do? You have to be prepared. So that's what I do, and I love it. Honestly, I love it so much. 187, 190. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, everyone. So before I start, I do want to let you guys know that I am hosting a live, absolutely free masterclass this Saturday. Okay, so I only have 100 spots, so I need you guys to join right now. If you're an introvert, if you want to get better at public speaking, if you want to be able to give great presentations, if you want to be able to get promoted faster and go up in your career, then please go ahead, go on my profile and click on Masterclass sign up. Okay. And like I said, it's this Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. It's going to be a whole hour and a half of me just teaching you guys lots and lots of stuff. So grab your spot before they fill up. And you can also just go to www.theintrovertedspeaker.com. You can also do that, but I've made it easier for you. Go to my profile and click on Masterclass sign up. Make sure you come back here because I have a really good live for you guys today. So make sure you sign up and it's going to be awesome. And make sure you show up early. You guys, they fill up so fast. I do want to say hi to just a few people that have joined already. Hi, Sam. Excited to see you this Saturday. Let's see who else we have. Nagar. Hi, Nagar. We are going to see you this Saturday. Excited for that. I have a few more people here that are joining. And then we have Sentil. Hi, Sentil. Excited to see you on this Saturday for the absolutely free masterclass. All right, you guys. Okay, let's start. So you guys know I'm teaching public speaking. And by the way, public speaking, I know people think, oh, once you get good at it, it becomes so easy and then you're not scared anymore, but it's still terrifying. It's still terrifying. Even today, right before I got up on this, I had to do my exercises and I had to really prepare myself. But I'll tell you this, once you get into the habit of it, it becomes so much easier. And Naveed, to answer your question, I'm going to tell you why this is specifically for software engineers. So, like it states, 5 ways to excel at public speaking as software engineers. Any engineers in here? If you're an engineer, say yes. Or if you're an introvert, say yes. Today's live is more catered towards engineers, but if you're afraid of public speaking, it's still going to help you out a little bit, okay? Now, let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about software engineers. Now, almost, I think 60% of my clients are software engineers. And for some reason, there's a good 5% of my LinkedIn followers that are also software engineers. So I figured, okay, let's see what's going on. And it turns out that a lot of my clients that I talk to that are software engineers, they are petrified of public speaking. It seems to be a very, very common trait in people that are engineers. That's why this live is catered specifically towards software engineers, because I'm going to tell you guys things that you should specifically be doing if you're an engineer. Okay. Now, I'm going to start off with the obvious, and I just want to get this one out of the way because I know a lot of people think that public speaking, you could just go online, just go onto YouTube, watch free content, and you'll get better. The problem is that doesn't work, you guys. If you're an engineer, okay, you're busy, you have a lot going on, you have families, you have work, you have a schedule, you have so much to do. So the first and most important thing that you should be doing if you are a software engineer and you want to get better at speaking publicly, then please invest in a coach. That is the number one thing. And I will tell you why. Let me give you my own example. Okay. I was so afraid of public speaking. And for the first 5 years, I was trying everything. I was looking up YouTube videos. I was going online. I'm like, okay, there has to be a way for me to overcome this fear and get better at it. And yeah, I did see changes, but the changes were so small. And it took 5 years for me to be even at that level where I could do a presentation in front of 500 people. Then eventually I decided, you know what, I'm going to hire a coach. And by the way, I've hired coaches for everything. Because when you hire a coach, as soon as I hired a coach, within months, I had learned so much more. So it is such a good investment when you actually hire a coach. They will save you so much time. You guys, we don't have a lot of time in this world. I'm a firm believer in to make the most of your time. And if someone has already done something that you want to do, pay them, hire them to teach you all of that. It's going to save you the headache. It's going to save you time. It's also going to save you stress. It's going to save you like a million other ways. So if you're someone that's afraid of public speaking, you're a software engineer, you know how busy your life is, hire somebody to help you. That's the number one thing that I put on this list, because let me tell you guys, when I started my business, I had no idea what I was doing. For 2 years, I was struggling, barely making it. As soon as I hired a coach, within 6 months, my business completely took off. It made such a big difference because now you're learning from a professional. So save yourself the time, the headache, save yourself the worry of what do I do? How do I get there? Hire a coach. Okay. And of course, if you are someone that wants to see what it's like working with me and how you can get better, all of that stuff, do join me on my masterclass, because I will talk to you guys about my program then as well. Okay. Usman, you talk too much. Well, Usman, this is a live and I can't just sit here quietly. So I'm going to have to talk, unfortunately. But let's move on to number 2. So the number 2 thing that you should be getting, okay, or doing as a software engineer is leveraging user group meetups. Now, typically, and again, this is not everybody, typically, if you're a software engineer, you are more on the introverted side. I have seen majority of software engineers, they're very introverted. That means they don't go out as much. They don't engage with local user groups. They're more homebodies. So if you want to get better at public speaking, because a big part of public speaking is being confident in yourself. If you want to get better, you have to start leveraging other groups and meetups. You need to start meeting other people. This is really going to help you build that confidence and refine your speaking skills. There's no other way to get better at public speaking than actually doing it, than actually speaking. Of course, you have to know what to do, how to do it. That's why a coach is really helpful and handy. But you still, at the end of the day, even if you have a coach, You need to get up in front of people and speak. So if you're a software engineer, I'm challenging you right now to break out of that shell just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy, but maybe this weekend, find a meetup group. Find maybe even just go out with some coworkers. You have to practice putting yourself out there a little bit because that just makes it so much easier when you're in front of a larger audience. Okay. So these events are going to provide you with opportunities. You're going to meet people. You're going to listen to presentations. You're going to talk with people. It makes a huge difference, you guys, in your confidence. Okay. So that's the number 2 thing that I absolutely want you to do. And if you're just joining me right now, please let me know if you're an engineer, if you're an introvert. Also, let me know where you are from. And reminder, one more time, you guys, I am hosting a live masterclass this Saturday. Oh, wow, we have so many people that joined. Okay, great. So I'm going to say hello to a couple of you guys. If you're interested in joining a free live masterclass this Saturday, if you're an introvert, you want to get better at public speaking, and you just really are tired of being stuck in your career, then this is going to be for you. You just go to my profile and click on masterclass sign up. I only have 100 spots, so make sure you arrive early. Okay. So Abdullah, welcome. Here's a couple of people that joined. Oyendamola, I hope I pronounced that correct. Adriana, looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. And I don't host a lot of these, so you guys want to make the best of it. Wanda, see you this Saturday. Wanda, Kenneth, excited to see you. Carla, excited to see you. Wow, oh my gosh, a lot of people joined. Okay, Cece, I'm going to see you this Saturday. And David, I will see you this Saturday. All right, let's get back to the 5 ways to excel at public speaking as a software engineer. We've talked about 2 things already. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, hi Talha from Charlotte. Mohammed, biggest introvert from India. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's move on to number 3. So if you're a software engineer and the thought of giving a presentation petrifies you, it scares you. And I know a lot of my clients that are software engineers, they have to give presentations. There's unfortunately no running away from it. If you have a job where you don't have to give a presentation, great. But even then, you guys should still be trying to give presentations because it's going to put you in front of the right people. And the reason why you want to do that, especially if you want to get promoted, you want to get those leadership positions, you have to be in front of people. You have to stand out. And doing presentations is a great way to be able to do that. Okay. So, of course, giving presentations means you're petrified. So instead of giving a presentation by yourself, start small. And you want to start small by pairing programming presentations. Okay. That means you're going to collaborate with colleagues or other fellow software engineers to deliver some sort of joint presentation. Okay. What ends up happening is that by sharing the speaking responsibility, you actually reduce your anxiety and you gain confidence because you actually have a supportive environment with you. Imagine standing up by yourself in front of 500 people. That's scary. But now imagine standing up with 3 other people in front of 500 people. It gets a little bit easier because if I mess up, somebody else will step in, or if someone else messes up, I will step in. So that teamwork, that programming, the pair programming presentation that you do together will actually really help you overcome a little bit of that fear of public speaking. So if you're really, really scared of presentations, try not to do them alone. Instead, try really hard to get at least one other person to do it with you. Those joint efforts will go a long way. Okay. So that's another very important thing. That was something I did because I was so scared of presentations. When I had to do my first one, I begged my supervisor to have a colleague do it with me. And that was the only time I needed it. After that, I was like, okay, you know what? I've got this. It actually wasn't so bad. One of the reasons why you're so afraid of public speaking is because you're just not getting enough practice. How many of us actually have the opportunity to get up in front of people and speak? And I'm talking about large crowds. Yes, we might do a presentation in front of 20 people, maybe in front of 5 people, but how many of you guys have ever done a presentation in front of 200 people, in front of 500 people? That's when it gets hectic. That's when it gets crazy. So I want you to be prepared. And of course, like I said, it's easy to get there, but you just have to put in the work. Okay. So let's talk about number 4 now. And the 5 ways to excel at public speaking, especially if you're a software engineer. Do we have any software engineers here? I don't think I've heard anyone say yes yet. Any software engineers? Let me check in with you guys. If you're a software engineer, say software engineer. And if also somebody can let me know how many people are watching. I don't know why LinkedIn doesn't show me that anymore. Just want to make sure I still have you guys. Rabani Khan, thank you so much. I love you too. And thanks for the support, by the way, you guys. Honestly, these lives can be hectic. But yes, I want to know if you're a software engineer. So I'm going to give you guys just a second. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 181. There you go. I can see how many people. Talha is a software engineer. Harish is a software engineer. Okay, 183 people. Great, awesome. So let's move on to number 4. Okay, and this is something I want you to do today. You can do this today. If you want to get better at public speaking, you have to see what you're doing. That means you need to record and analyze your presentations. Most of us will do a presentation, we don't record it, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I did. I don't know what type of, we rely on other people's feedback. And that's fine, but I want you guys to start looking at your own feedback too. Give yourself feedback. Record your presentations. So if you have a presentation right now that you did in the past, I want you to pull up Zoom. Just quickly pull up Zoom, pull up the presentation, hit record the entire presentation. Okay. Then once you're done, go back and watch it, because when you watch yourself, you'll realize, oh, wow, I didn't know I was like constantly touching my neck, or I didn't know that I was using ums and uhs the entire time. You have to figure out what you're doing. You guys already know, you probably have an idea of what a great speaker is. Great speakers use their body language. They change their tonality when they speak. Great speakers, when they're doing a presentation, their slides are complementary to them as a speaker. Their slides don't take over. So you guys already know a couple of things, I'm sure. So watch your presentation, but of course you have to record it first. And it is a little bit mundane. It's a little bit of work. But if you do that a couple of times, you're going to really notice a big change in how you present. This is something I make my clients do all the time. I think throughout my course, we do it at least 3 times. They record a presentation, I watch it, I tell them, hey, did you know you're doing this? Did you know you're doing that? Some people have nervous tics. Like I don't have a pen right now, but they'll take like a pen and they'll be like playing with it. That's a nervous tic. Some people use ums and ahs a lot. So you really don't know until you go back and watch it. Watch yourself in action. That means go ahead, record yourself right now. If you're doing a live presentation, record it. Take the time then to review the recordings, analyze areas for improvement. So things you want to look out for: body language, your vocal timing, your tone. Don't be monotone. If you're just going to speak in that one tone the whole time, people are going to get bored. So watch out for your tone. What is your tone like? What is your pace like? Are you going too fast? Are you going too slow? Are you using visuals? Are you moving around, or are you just sitting there stiff? What kind of facial expressions do you have? Do you smile when you introduce yourself? These things matter. Body language is huge when you are speaking up in front of an audience. People pick up on body language first before anything. Okay. By the way, you guys, one more reminder: if you are an introvert, if you are someone that wants to get better at public speaking, and if you want to move up in your career, then I want to invite you to my live, absolutely free masterclass that is happening this Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in that, I do have 100 spots available. Go to my profile and click on Masterclass sign up. Put in your name, put in your email. You'll get an email with the link to join. Okay, so go ahead onto my profile, click on Masterclass sign up. Okay, it will be this Saturday. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be an hour and a half of me just doing an entire presentation for you guys, and for you to really see and learn what it takes to be a great presenter and a good public speaker, especially if you want to get promoted, because we're going to be talking about that a lot. Okay, let me answer a couple of questions here. So Tokira is asking, do we need help do we need to practice on the same topic for a couple of times, or is it better to change the topic every time? I would say change the topic. Okay? The reason is, let me tell you guys this. Once you get good at public speaking, you can have any topic given to you and you'll do well because you know the techniques and you know what to do. Okay? But one thing I will say you should practice, it's the first 10 minutes inside and out. Okay? The reason why you want to do that is because your nerves are the most chaotic in the first 10 minutes. So studies do show once you are almost 10 minutes in, your nerves settle and it becomes a lot more easier for you to relax your mind, to relax your nervous system. And then once you're relaxed, you can think more clearly and you're more inclined to give a better presentation. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Takir, but I would say practice different type of topics. Okay. Joseph, where should I put my eyes while public speaking? Great question. So it depends. Are you online? Are you offline? Because there's different things you want to do. And I'm going to give you two things. Okay. And I know we're getting a little off topic here, but I want to answer a couple of your questions. We'll get back to the rest of the live in just a second. So eye contact is very important. Your audience needs to feel like they can see you. If you are online, what you want to do is look at the camera for at least 3 seconds. Okay. Look at the camera, speak. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Malik, and welcome to my live today. But then what you want to do is you want to break your gaze. I'll talk to you about offline as well in just a second, Joseph. So you want to break your gaze. So you want to look away to the side, but bring it back. Look away to the other side, bring it back. Avoid looking up or down. That's for online. Let's talk about offline. If you're in front of an audience. Now, this is going to work whether you have 200 people or 20 people or 2,000 people. I'm going to give you guys an expert tip, okay, when it comes to eye contact for a lot of people. Now, you don't want to look at everybody because that's a lot of eyeballs on you. That's going to scare you and it's not good for you, especially if you're already afraid of public speaking. You want to use something that is called the Z format, okay? That means with your eyes, you're going to make a Z. So you're going to look up straight, then you're going to look up onto the other side. You're going to bring your gaze down here to this person and then bring your gaze down to that person. So think of it as a Z. The reason why this works is you're only looking at 4 people during this time. But to the audience, it looks like you are looking at everybody. But again, you don't want to look at everybody because that's nerve-wracking. Okay, so follow that Z format, Joseph, and that will really, really help you. And this works with, like I said, it could be 2,000, 200, or 20 people. You can always form that Z, okay? And always remember to keep your eyes moving. Maybe you can hold it for 3 seconds, but then make sure you move it, okay? You don't want to make people uncomfortable by holding your gaze at one spot for too long, okay? All right, you guys, let's move on to number 5. I just want to say hello to a couple people that joined the masterclass. Venkat, see you this Saturday, Venkat. And then we also have, wow, got lots of people. Shivangi, hi Shivangi, can't wait to see you this Saturday. It's going to be awesome. Mott's Wallace, excited to see you. Linda, let's see, a couple more people. We have Noshin, excited to see you. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at how many people joined. This is crazy. Let me show you guys. These are all the people that just joined. That's insane. I'm so excited to see you guys this Saturday. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Do try to be there early and on time. I don't do a lot of these, okay? Divyash Kumar, excited to see you. And who else? Komal, really excited to see you. Benush, okay. So if you're just joining, again, that's just for the masterclass. I'm hosting one this Saturday. If you're an introvert, you want to get better at public speaking, and you want to move up in the corporate ladder, it's going to be for you. Go to my profile, click on masterclass, sign up. Okay, let's get back to the 5 ways to excel at public speaking. We've talked about 4 things so far, and I will do a quick review. If you're just joining me, stay till the end. I will do a quick review in case you've missed anything. Okay, number 5. So number 5 in the things that you should be doing, especially if you're a software engineer, is to seek diverse speaking opportunities. I know you are afraid of public speaking, most likely, but if you want to get better again at public speaking, you're going to have to do it. There's just no other way around it. Of course, it helps having the tools and techniques, but those tools and techniques will not matter if you're not actually getting up in front of an audience and speaking. Okay. So this means you have to start looking beyond traditional software engineering conferences or events to find unique speaking opportunities. The reason why you don't want to just speak to other engineers or be in front of other engineers is because you're most likely similar. So you want to be engaging with and talking to people that are different from you. You just think of our friends, the extroverts, how much we can learn from them when it comes to speaking and confidence. So you have to surround yourself and start doing things a little bit differently so that you get exposure to different types of people, so that you get exposure to different types of events. You really have to come out of your shell a little bit for this one. And I know, coming from an introvert, coming from someone that is petrified of public speaking, and trust me, you guys, it took me a long, long time, but it's so worth it at the end, because when you get good at it, then you look forward to it. You're like, all right, let's do this. It's going to be exciting. So I want you guys to get there, and you're only going to get there by actually putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Okay. So consider speaking in industry specific conferences, tech panels, local schools, nonprofit organizations. Look around for these things. By exposing yourself to diverse audiences, you are actually going to adapt your communication style and learn to connect with different types of people. You have to expose yourself to different types of people. I know I'm repeating that, but it makes a huge difference. My biggest problem was when I was in the corporate world, I would hang out with other introverts. And then what would end up happening? Being around other introverts made me even more introverted. So if you want to become a little bit more extrovert, if you want to get better at public speaking, you have to hang out with different types of people. If you're a software engineer, go make a friend that is a salesperson or someone from marketing. You're going to learn so much by surrounding yourself with different types of people. So make that a habit. It's going to be it's going to be liberating, honestly, in a way. So make sure you're seeking diverse speaking opportunities. All right, let's do a quick recap. And if you're just joining me, you guys, again, this is 5 Ways to Excel at Public Speaking. Let me know where you are from if you're just joining me, and let me know if you've signed up. Have you signed up for the masterclass that's happening this Saturday? So many people signed up. I'm so excited, you guys. It's going to be amazing. You guys are gonna love it. And I have a couple of bonuses for you guys there as well. So again, let's go over the list of 5 people, and then we're going to, I'll take a couple of questions since I have a little bit of time today. So again, the 5 things that you should be doing if you want to be a better public speaker, especially as a software engineer, here they are. Number 1, and this is probably the first thing that you should do because it's life-changing. I'm going to tell you guys what I've done, but you need to, number 1, invest in a coach, you guys. And I'm not talking about like Toastmasters and stuff. Yeah, Toastmasters is great, but the thing is, you need that one-on-one time with somebody. You need that direct feedback. So you have to hire a coach in order to learn the techniques, the tools. If you're extremely nervous and you have anxiety in front of people, you have to learn how to control that. And investing in hiring in a coach is going to save you time. It's going to save you money at the end of the day. And it's going to save you the headache, the stress, so many things. Let me tell you guys something, how much I've spent on coaches. And I was sitting down and calculating the other day. You guys, I was shocked at how much money I've spent on coaches, but it was worth every penny. I have spent, and I was telling a friend this, and I was like, I cannot believe it, but it was worth every penny. I have spent, in the last 3 years, I have spent $20,000 on coaches. And that means coaches like LinkedIn coaches, business coaches. I've even spent, I'm continuously trying to get better at public speaking. I even have a public speaking coach. So I'm constantly investing in coaches, but the return on my investment has been so high that it was completely worth it. So if you're an engineer, speaking needs to be one of those things that you are good at. Even if you feel like, no, I don't really need to speak. If you want to be a leader, you want to stand out in your industry, you have to be able to be a great public speaker, especially if you live in the US, Canada, the UK, because they really they really promote people that are confident at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. Okay. Number two, we talked about it. Number two was leveraging user groups and meetings. So go to meetups, look for different types of people. You have to really put yourself in those situations where you just feel uncomfortable. And it's okay. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. That's where you grow. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. I'm sorry, but you're just not. Okay. Number three is to try pair programming presentations. Okay, that means don't do presentations by yourself. If you're not doing presentations, you should be. Sign up for a presentation, go into work today and say, hey, boss, I want to do a presentation on this. Can you let me know if there's any opportunities for me to present? You have to be presenting. If you want to be a leader, if you want to really stand out, you need to be able to speak in front of people and give a great presentation. Okay. Sorry, what do you mean by why not Europe? Yes, Europe too. Sorry, I didn't list every country, but yes, Europe as well. Okay, so that's number three. And then number four, this is something you can do today. Again, I like giving you guys actionable tips. And if you're not taking action, if you're not putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, you're not going to get better. I know most of us just think, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I want to do that, but we don't do it. Okay, you have to actually take action. So do this today. Find a presentation that you've done in the past, record it, and then analyze it. So record it and watch it. Go on to Zoom, open up your presentation, share your screen, click record, do the presentation. Pretend like you're speaking in front of 200 people. Do the presentation and then go back and watch it and look for things like body language. What are you doing with your body language? Look for tonality. What are you doing with your tone? Are you going too fast? Are you too slow? What is your pace like? Are your visuals supporting what you're saying, or are they wasting everybody's time? You have to go back and watch it. Look at yourself in the point of view of your audience. If you're getting bored watching yourself, your audience is probably bored watching you too. If you're watching yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cringy, then your audience is probably feeling somewhat similar. If you look at yourself and you can feel nervousness, that means your audience is probably feeling the same as well. Think of public speaking in this way. Public speaking is an exchange of energy with your audience. If I bring the energy, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? So excited to be here. You're going to feel excited to be here. If I was like, hi everyone, this is Maria Malik, and I am really excited to do this live today. You're going to mimic my energy and I'm going to bring your energy down. So remember, public speaking is an exchange of energy. Okay. Lastly, are you sitting in sunlight? No, the sunlight is that way. I actually have a ring light right here. But okay, last thing, number five. I'm going to answer your questions, you guys. Let me just finish. Number five. Number five is to seek diverse speaking opportunities. Please start looking for things outside of your industry. If you want to grow, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. If you're a software engineer and all your friends are software engineers, you're doing it wrong. You need to make friends that are maybe in the marketing department. You need to make friends and hang out with people that are in sales. You are going to learn so much from them. Okay, I purposely go out and try to make friends that are different from me, because if I was just constantly hanging out with introverts, guess what? We're not going anywhere. We'll all be sitting at home texting one another. So you have to get out of your comfort zone. Start looking for unique opportunities like industry-specific conferences, tech panels, local schools, or even nonprofit organizations, something you're passionate about. But get out there and start exposing yourself to a diverse audience. Okay, that's really going to help you. All right, you guys. Wow, it's a lot of you guys here. This is why I try not to look at the number, but I want to say thank you so much. I hope you guys found this helpful. I would love to just remind you one last time. If you found this helpful, by the way, then you're going to love my masterclass, because I do an entire presentation. So if you're an introvert, you want to get better at public speaking, you want to grow in your career, and especially if you're a software engineer, 90% of my clients, like 60 to 75% of my clients are engineers, you're really going to find this masterclass helpful. So join me this Saturday. It's absolutely free. I only have 100 spots. As soon as there are 100 people online, then I close it off because it's very specific and I have you guys actually do some work during that masterclass. So join me this Saturday. You can join by going onto my profile, click my profile, and then click on masterclass sign up. Okay, I'm really excited to see you guys there. I've been prepping for it the past 2 weeks. It's going to be awesome. And again, it's absolutely free. You just show up, bring a pen and paper, and you're going to learn so much. Let me see how many more of you guys have joined. All right, let's see. Sibkat, excited to have you. I'll see you this Saturday. Takir, I will see you this Saturday. Make sure you arrive early. Chima, I will see you this Saturday. Excited to see you. I also have Harka. Harka, that's a cute name. I like that name. Harka, see you this Saturday. It's going to be awesome. Again, you guys, just go onto my profile, click on Masterclass sign up. Talha, excited to see you this Saturday. Remember, guys, arrive early. You should get the link in your email. We have Sam. Sam, I'll see you this Saturday. So, you guys, I hope you learned a lot today. I do these lives every Monday, and it's really just to kind of help you guys. And I know there's so many introverts out there. I know that we are capable of so much. Okay. And I'm not just saying this because like I really believe in us introverts and I want to see us introverts succeed because I know how smart we are. We're thinkers, we observe. So of course, you're probably one of the smartest ones in your company, but you just don't know how to speak and show people what you know. So I want you to be able to do that. And this is why I do these. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys next week. Or actually, no, I'll see you in the masterclass if you haven't already joined the link. It's on my profile. Very, very excited for it, you guys. I haven't done it in a while, and it's going to be fun. You're gonna learn a lot. That's the number one thing for me. If you're there, you're spending time. I want to make sure you're taking away a lot. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. If you don't already, do follow me on LinkedIn. I create lots of content, free content for public speakers, for people that want to be better public speakers, for introverts, and people that realize the power of public speaking. Okay, so have a fantastic week. I will see you guys Saturday. Sylvester, awesome. I'll see you Saturday. Hasham, everyone that's joined. Okay, you guys, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.